All right, guys, welcome to another episode of Marketing Teardown with Andrew and Travis. We're tearing down Nuggs, chicken replacement. They're delicious. They're known as the Tesla of chicken. That's what they're trying to position. Last time we went through and we took a look at their ads and channel strategy, and now we're going to take a look at some different ideas for lateral marketing.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it. So first things first, we got Chick-fil-A drone drops. What's going on here, man? What are we looking at?
So this is essentially going to be a massive PR move. So Nuggs is definitely positioned right now towards tech people. And so what we're going to do is we're going to identify the highest traffic Chick-fil-A locations in primary cities, and we're going to buy 20 drones and just go drop a bunch of Nuggs out in front of Chick-fil-A. And so what we're going to do is we're going to drop them on a Saturday because that's when Chick-fil-A is busiest because they're closed on Sundays. The idea will just be like, let's just do as much PR on this as possible, get in the news, and spread awareness on the old Nuggs. We got a bonus idea for
Yeah. And I think it's a pretty safe bet. You can add drones to pretty much anything and get in the news these days. So pretty sure that you can do some PR hacking and pull that one off. Bonus idea also on Chick-fil-A is fried chicken. So Chick-fil-A, as we know, is closed on Sundays and has been known to some people as hate chicken for that reason, because they have some religious background in I believe their founding team and some of their executive team. So we had the idea, what if we put a pop-up shop selling Nuggs outside of Chick-fil-A locations on Sundays when Chick-fil-A is closed, and we have like pride flag branding over all of the pop-up shops. It's just a big fuck you to Chick-fil-A and like really just declaring territory on that one. And it's like a direct shot at market share, which would be also super hilarious. You'd get so much press on that one. So we're a big fan of that, of that concept.
The budget would increase because you'd have to factor in legal costs after that one, but you guys are brave, Nuggs. We believe in you.
Some brave old Nuggs. Cool. So moving on to the next concept, we've got hack school partnerships. What's going on here, man? I know we were talking about school partnerships, potentially a huge opportunity, a way for Nuggs to break into, well, younger audience for sure. But take us through it. What's going on with the hack schools?
Yeah, so right now we're undergoing a massive cultural shift where a lot of schools are going either completely online or partially online, partially in person. I think one of the main categories of that higher education is dev schools. They're already perfectly positioned for dev schools. So when you go to a dev school, you're often in a co-working space. Those co-working spaces have tons of snacks everywhere. And what you could do is Nuggs could partner with those hack schools and they could deliver directly to the students' home bases because they're going to be fully remote. So what you could also do is use those drone drops from the Chick-fil-A campaign and just do a couple of them, try to tack on a little bit of PR to that. But how you would execute this in sequence is what you would do is partner with 2 hack schools, send their students just a bunch of Nuggs. You could also do the drone drops. But then what you would do is you would take the learning from those 2 initial hack schools, apply it to a bunch of other hack schools. And then once you have that knowledge, then you could go into traditional higher education. You could do it to academic institutions that are primarily online, use that as a bonus. That, hey, not only do we tailor to your experience completely off campus, but we also provide you with unlimited Nuggs, baby.
Yeah, and what I really like about this is that everybody who's going to be for sure at a hack school, and I think generally in higher education, is exactly the target market for Nuggs anyway. Once they presumably graduate and start making money to pay for said Nuggs, with a job and all of that. So I think this is huge because it's getting ahead of the market in a lot of ways. Where people will go after they actually graduate. So hack school partnership, that's one of our concepts. And then the last concept that we wanted to talk about, lateral marketing campaigns for Nuggs, is a Nuggs cooking show. It's food. It's such an obvious fit. Of course, we want to do some cooking show sponsorships, partnerships, collaborations, things of that nature. There's a lot of different ways we could potentially approach this one, everything from traditional TV all the way down to, YouTube, content creators, things like that. And one of the key areas that we thought was a huge opportunity was looking at influencers on YouTube and other visual channels, different forms of social media, and potentially going after big channels that are a little bit either washed up or sort of out of the times. Perfect example being Epic Mealtime. I've got a few examples of some channels that we thought would be really good to target down the bottom right here. But Epic Mealtime, as far as a washed up channel goes, I mean, that is right on the money. They have 7 million subscribers. They're big, you know, 10 years ago or whatever. And they're the guys, if you guys don't remember, who would just make huge, like 100,000 calorie meals and then just eat it on camera at the end of the show. Their videos still get like 50,000 to 100,000 views per video that they put out, but like they're not really in the culture right now, I would say, in a major way. So it's potentially a good way to get a lot of reach for discounted dollars on those advertisements. So potentially something along those lines. And of course, you go all the way up to the upper end with sort of primetime cooking shows as well. And we've got a bunch of different concepts for what that might actually look like, as far as how we want to make those episodes and work the Nuggs into that cooking content. But that's the concept. Some Nuggs cooking shows. With some Nuggs on your show. Cool. And then we had a whole host of other ideas that didn't make the cut. You guys can pause the video and check them out if you want to. There's just a ton of fun stuff that you could do with this brand. It's a cool brand. And yeah, the sky's the limit as far as what we can actually do campaign-wise. So all things considered, that's it. That's the teardown. Couple pluggables real quick. Travis, you got some pluggables you want to plug?
Yeah, I'm head of product over at Cinebody. We're a video production solution for brands of all sizes. Essentially, if you have a video idea, you blast that video idea out to anybody with a smartphone, they film it, and it bounces back to you in the cloud immediately, where you can download it, edit it, and you're on your way, baby.
Boom, boom, boom. And I run a company called Optimotive, where we help other companies launch and scale new brands, new products, and enter into new markets. So if you're trying to do one of those things, let me know and we should talk. We'll catch you guys next time.